lovely people. It's been a while since we posted. Various reasons for that, mainly me being extremely busy at the start of the year. I have been traveling quite a bit. But today we are back in Texas and going on a hunt for bluebonnets. Bluebonnets are the most loved flower in Texas. It's also a state flower. For one reason, they're absolutely stunning. Each spring, fields of bluebonnets pop up along the roads of Texas, making it an incredibly beautiful sight, like this one. Anywhere you go here in Texas, you can see bluebonnets at the start of spring. Usually this is March, April, sometimes May. Depends on how wet the winter has been. Bluebonnet here in Texas is probably what shamrock is for Ireland, or a rose for England, or tulips for Holland, or lilies for France. So it really is a state flower and something that a lot of people here are proud of. So the tradition of bluebonnets goes back to the early 1900s. Texas actually was the first state that adopted a tradition of planting flowers along the highways and the roads in the state.
When LBJ became president in '63, his wife, the first lady, she had fond memories of growing up as a child, playing in fields of bluebonnets, primroses and other wild flowers. And so she was the main driver behind the highway beautification scheme, which literally encouraged people to spread wildflower seeds to the grass on highways as they were driving from one place to another. And this is why when you're driving around southern Texas, Interstate 35 in particular, you will see bluebonnets beside the road just growing wild all over the place. It's very cool. This is a night depository. So basically, after businesses were closing at night back in the day when there was only cash, they would end up with a lot of cash at the end of the day, and rather than taking it home and risk getting robbed at home, they would have a key set up at the bank where they'd be able to come in, stick their key in, drop their money in, and then lock it away and go home safe, knowing that their money is safe in the bank. I think this is where you could probably do transactions without going into the bank.
Oh, you mean like inside? Oh yes, in those days, yeah.
Like a street teller. So you've
okay.
got the thing there. So see that drawer?
Yeah.
That used to slide out. So if you're depositing money, you could do that here, or you could take money out and they would slide the drawer out, you take your money back. And I guess there's a speaker in there now, but in the early days, before electricity, probably was just open to events so that your voice could be heard and they could hear you.
This one is an even older building. So the bank Rossi was just at is 1905, whereas this one is 1902.
This thing is just amazing. It's like, I don't know whether it's genuinely old or whether it's been made to look old, but it's really, really nice. And inside you can see the diner with the bar stools over there. And then here's the area where the chef cooks and prepares the food.
It's so cool.
Yeah, so much detail. I love it. Shame it's not open. We'll have to come back. How about the old gas station? That is beautiful. It's hard to imagine that once upon a time there were so few cars on the road. This one was probably considered a little bit more upmarket because it actually had space for two cars, one on the inside and one on the outside, and you could get two customers pumping gas at the same time.
Look, this place is called Big Al's Down the Hatch. Looks like a pub.
Yeah.
Where did you have lunch today? Oh, I just went down Big Al's.
Yeah.
Had a couple of pints there, watched football.
Well, you know, that's British.
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
don't
I
know.
know.
I guess I just had a couple of beers. I don't know. Oh, you know, they talk in ounces, right? I
Yeah.
had a 20 ounce of 2. Oh, this looks like this. Oh, yes. So this courthouse is quite famous, apparently. Loads and loads of people come here every year just to visit the courthouse. Apparently it's quite historic. It certainly is a beautiful old building.
It looks like a church.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you're saying it's a courthouse.
I believe it's the old Waxahachie courthouse, yeah.
No firearms or weapons permitted on this property.
So here we are in Big Owl's in Waxahachie. It looks like a bar that's been around for a long time. Obviously it's sort of modernized now, but it does seem to have a lot of the original features, which is just lovely. You can feel the character and the age in the place. Maybe what's the voodoo?
Voodoo? Ranger? Sure.
Be careful with voodoo.
I know.
All right. So that's voodoo.
Yep.
That's Honey Hush.
Yep.
This one is the Big Wave.
Big Wave.
And this one is the Lakewood.
And so Lakewood and the Cup are both local.
Lakewood and Honey Hush
Okay, yeah.
are both local.
Okay.
This one's in Dallas. This one's like 2 blocks from me.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Okay? Now, if you ask me that again, I'm probably not going to be able to tell you.
That's so good, man.
Are you down there for the eclipse?
No.
Oh, when is the eclipse?
Eclipse is a week from tomorrow.
Yes,
You're in the path of totality here.
Oh, okay.
Where will you be next Monday?
well, we're living in Eunice, like.
Oh, okay. You're
So
local.
we could come down.
Yeah. Well, there's a path.
Yeah.
And the pathway of totality, the Ellis County is in that pathway.
And like, what time of day are they?
It's going to be like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And a whole ton of people are going to be in town. All hotels are sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we have eclipse glasses for sale and T-shirts. And
Love it.
the glasses are $3.99.
Okay.
And the T-shirts I think are $25.
Okay.
So they say I blacked out and walked ahead.
That's so cool.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, just take that. And
Yep.
She'll bring it up for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow,
There's
that's
the guy. Well, 2 locals. This one's super local, Waxahachie. This one's from Dallas, and these other 2 are not from here.
which one is voodoo? Do you remember? I think it's the last one.
That one, the last
Yeah.
one, voodoo.
I'll try a little bit. I'll have a
You've
little
got to try a
sip.
little bit of all of them.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
Don't put a spell on me.
No, it feels like it's probably a little stronger than the average beer. As I said, it's got that wheat beer sort of taste going on, but it's very pleasant and a tiny bit fruity too.
So what are you having for lunch, Rossi?
I got a bowl of shrimp and grits.
Wow, okay. Okay, do you want to try and tell us what? It's like porridge.
Yeah, grainy porridge, but not made from oats.
Yeah. And I got a lovely burger. Are you Big Al?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There's Big Al.
Man, I hope the food's good.
It's good,
Hope the
yes.
food's really good. 'Cause
George is going to be good. So at the right time of the year, the main street is lined with crepe myrtle trees and flowers, as it says right at the top of that logo there. And it's also known as the Gingerbread City on account of the fact that a lot of the buildings and the homes have kept their historical structure, and they look exactly as they have done for a long, long time. Okay, so that's basically a wrap of our first visit to Waxahachie. But it won't be our last visit because seen enough to realise that we need to come back and spend a bit more time here because it looks like a lovely little town. It's like within an hour from where we live, easy drive, and yeah, the people we've met so far are really lovely.